What's up guys, we're back with One Day at a Time. In today's video I'm gonna show you guys how to install some shelf for storage purpose in the garage or anywhere. Closet, basement, attic. Originally I didn't plan on making a video, but might as well. It's just one extra step, just having the camera on and a microphone. So I'm gonna include clips somewhere on the screen. I just came back from Home Depot buying the supplies, and I'll tell you guys what necessary tool requirement for this job to be possible. Screw gun, a level, some screws, and as you can see on the screen on the Home Depot cart, I'll show you guys the before and after effect of why I decided to do this, because it's a big mess before and after effect of neatness of it afterwards. Because at the moment it's looking like this. All this right here will be up on the shelf like that. That I previously installed like maybe 2-3 years ago. I didn't have it on video. It looks nice and complicated, but it's actually very easy to install, so I figured it'd just be a simple short video. So I'm gonna install right here behind us like 3 more shelves, maybe 4 if possible. Really don't know until I get the first 2-3 up, and then later down the road maybe somewhere along this wall, that wall, so that way stuff's not everywhere on the ground, on the wall. And as you can see right here, look, stuff's are everywhere. So once the rack go up, they will all neatly go up and then free up all the space for a walking room. I can put up my ski boots, cooking supply, tools, like that. So afterward, when it's all done, all this is gonna be gone. All right, so as I do it, I'm gonna introduce the tool requirement, which right now from the top of my head, level, screw gun, measuring tape, metal cutter. That's about it. Maybe a ladder if you need it. I don't think I need it for this case. And a stud finder, so you can find where the studs, so you can screw the bracket into the wall. But anyways, let's get started. I'm gonna try my best and capture as much footage and info as possible. I'm gonna have 2 cameras, maybe one pointing at the job, one pointing at my face. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so this is where I'm going to install the shelf. So I have a camera sitting there pointing this way, and this one maybe randomly follow me around as I do everything else. All right, so let's try this once again. I just did this whole clip, but the audio wasn't working, so I had to change the mic. So this is what we need for supplies. Couple racks and this bracket right here, and these brackets right here. As many as necessary depending on the size that you're doing. So we're planning on today installing shelf here and shelf at the corner. It's gonna come out looking like this. I did this before maybe 2 years ago, but I didn't have it on camera, so I'm planning on putting it on camera around this time. I'm gonna install it right there at this corner. So for now, I'm gonna start off with measuring tape. First off, let's see how wide it is, or how wide we want it to be. Roughly 5 feet. This is actually way too short, but it's okay. Lever, screw gun, screws. All right, so first off, we gotta install the bracket. Sorry, stuff's everywhere, because like I said, I didn't plan on making this video, so I don't want to spend 2 hours trying to make this whole scene all neat up, because part of the purpose why I want to show this whole mess right here, after when we're done, this whole mess is gonna take care of itself and everything's gonna be really neat. So anyways, first off, we gotta install this bracket. Require a screw gun and some screws. Very, very easy. What you do is you anchor up one side first, and then you apply the lever, and usually you need a stud finder, but in this case I can spot where the previous people installed the sheetrock, and they installed the screw to attach the sheetrock to the wall. and you can still see the screw marking. So that is where the stud would be. So I can skip that part. But if in your case, if you do it on a perfect wall, like inside your closet, attic, or even garage that you can't see the marking, use a stud finder, find the stud, and put in your first nail. In this case, I can see the marking, so I can skip the stud finder part. All right, so I mean, this is actually a little bit shorter than I wanted. This is, I believe, 3 feet. I believe so, 3 feet. In this case, 4 or 5 feet would be better. But since I already bought it, I don't want to go back to the store. I'm going to work with what I got. And I'm going to continue. I'm trying to figure out if I have one from last time, from the previous job that I did. I'm just going to look real quick. No, I don't think so. So I'm just gonna work with what we got. Which is 3 feet. It'll still work. So I'm gonna try to find the marking, which is, I believe, right here. Whoops. That don't look like there's a stud in there. All right, you know what? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna use a stud finder. Cause it don't look like I screw that into any stud. You can tell that it'll sound different. All right, so this is what a stud finder look like. You just drag it around along the wall. It'll make noise when it finds a stud. So it should be right there. So I'm up by a little bit. I gotta move left about 1 inch. I mean, I can see the screw mark, which is here and here. I guess I'm off by 1 inch. So let's take it out. And move it to the left about 1 inch, which is right there. There you go, you can hear it, see? It didn't make that noise earlier. So I mean, I can see the screw, but I guess my eye alignment was off, so we moved 1 inch to the left. Now you can clearly hear it. See that? That's the stud. And then now you apply the lever. All right, so right there. Apply more screw. The next, see how the hole is pre-drilled, so they drill it for every 16 inch, which is the coating for the stud. So once you get the first one, the second one will come right in. I mean, you could see it too, the marking, the screws right there, aligned with the hole. So those holes are not just there randomly, it's to the coating where it will hit the stud. See that? You hear it? right, so tighten it in. All right, so the next thing is we apply the vertical bracket. And the thing with this, the supplies or the tools that we needed to do the shelf is very easy nowadays. Back in the day, you had to do all this on your own. This bracket wasn't there. You would have to align this to the stud itself, and then apply without this bracket. Now they do this. Once this thing is on, the rest is really easy, because this thing already is gonna carry the weight and it's already level. So the rest of the project is just like connecting the dots. And this come in different length. Get the length that you need, and it's gonna go on like this. See, just like that. It won't come out because it's being whole. You're going from a 45-degree angle, and then that's it. It stay on like that. It won't come out, and now you gotta screw it to the stud, which is already level, because if this is level, this is level, because it's gonna be 90-degree angle. And then another one. The longer your shelf is, just the more you need. So I guess in this case, it's not that long. I'm gonna use 2. But in my previous project, I needed 3 because it's long. If it's too long, you use 2. When you put a lot of weight on it, it's gonna bend the shelf and it's gonna create that curve, that stomach. So if you're not, if the shelf is only like 4 feet long, you only need 2. It'll be enough to support the weight. Just like that. And you want to line it with the stud, which is this screw and this screw. So you want to be right here. Like that. And like that. Ideally, you don't want this to be too close. So it's better for you to get a longer top bracket, so you can spread this out like that. I mean, I can still do it. I guess I can. Yeah, I'll do it. It's not gonna be. When I screw this in, it's not gonna go into a stud, which is not as concrete, but at least one of them will be. And as long as this is screwed to the stud, this is gonna carry the weight. This is gonna carry the weight, and then this is just gonna be like an extra, side carry, which is not bad, because we're not putting anything super heavy on it. It's just food supplies. Because if I do it both on the stud, it'll be a lot stronger, but it'll be too close together. If you know what I'm saying. So if you do it further apart, we can do the shelf a little bit longer. So in this case, and I don't want to do way too far, like moving this to the right, because in the middle it's not gonna have enough not enough support. Where you put a lot of weight here, the shelf is gonna bend, and you want to at least rest one of the stud on, and you want to rest at least one of the bracket onto the stud, which is right here. So I guess I'll go actually, if I go far enough, I think it's gonna rest on the next stud. Let me check the measurement. So from one stud to another, it's 16-inch, which is right there. Oh, the next stud will be over here. No, it won't work. Cool. I can go as far as possible, which is at the edge. I wish I got a longer one, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna have to settle with this. It'll still work. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and screw this in. Alright, so I guess I only need 2 screws. So everything is already pre-formatted. Like, they have a hole right here which you can't screw because it will hit the bracket. But just in case, people that don't want to spend money on this bracket, you could put an extra screw right here, and then there's another circle here. And another circle here. That's where you put the screws. There's only 2 holes, so you can only put 2 screws, and that's it. Same thing goes here. Try your best to level it out. All right, so that should be it. Yeah, that's, like I said, there's no stud in the back, so it doesn't really matter. Just holding it into place so it doesn't move left or right. And now we apply the bracket. But let me see how long is the bracket. Let me see if we have to cut it. So, okay, I guess it's long enough so we don't have to cut it, but like I said, it's pretty weak. Ideally, you should have 3 brackets. I guess I should align it with the previous one, so I can use the bracket over there. Yeah, once again, I messed up on this part. This bracket should be longer because the shelf is longer than I thought. So originally, when I eyeballed it before I went to Home Depot, I thought this wall is a lot shorter than it actually is. So I bought this only 3 feet. It's supposed to be at least 4 to 5 feet. So this is where I messed up, but it's still gonna work. It's not gonna be just as strong. Just letting you guys know that so you guys don't make the same mistake. But from here, but this is pretty much done. So I guess right here, maybe too high. No, maybe one a little lower. Just like that. Stick it down. Just like that. I guess I'm just gonna rest the edge on the previous shelf, so it's gonna use the reinforcement from that. I'm wondering if I can rest an extra one right there and if it will work or not. I mean, it definitely would work if I align it perfectly with this bracket, but I didn't, and I don't really want to start over. So I'm gonna rest another one right here, just like that. And then I'm gonna put extra one up, just see how it plays out. It might work. So I'm gonna screw this one in. I mean, I can screw it after. So go as far as possible. Right there. And then clip it in. Okay, so it's in place. Now I'll screw this into place so it doesn't move left or right. No stud also. Alright, so also no stud, but this bracket right here is gonna hold up that bracket. This bracket is gonna hold up this bracket. This into the stud, this into the stud, this into the stud, and this whole bracket is into the stud, so it's enough reinforcement. And that's it. From here on, it just pretty much put them in like a puzzle. Hi. From the hole. I think so. Shit. 15. Lower. second shelf. And the more shelf you need, the longer vertical bracket that you need to buy. Like before, I only need 2 brackets, so I only bought the 3 feet, but you can go as long as you want. The longer or the bigger the shelf, the more you have to screw into the stud because it's gonna be heavy. So make sure if it's heavy, reinforce it a lot to as much stud as possible. All right, so once, again, quick recap, install this, level it, hang this on, level it real quick, a little bit more, just in case it's not perfect, it won't line up to the stud. This is rock solid into the stud. This is rock solid into the stud. This is hanging on the drywall, but it's also hanging onto this, which is connected to the stud, so it's fine. I mean, we're not gonna be sleeping on this, so it's fine. If we're just gonna put like food supply, see that? It's not that heavy, it's fine. See that? And if you're gonna use the edge, which is no reinforcement now here, just put something light, like chopstick, see that? It's fine. All right, so from here on, it's just connecting the dot. Second shelf is on, no, so now we install the third shelf, and so on, so on. So far, everything is it's very easy, self-explanatory. More brackets. Again, buy as many of these as you need, buy as many shelves as you need. In this case, I'm gonna do 3 shelves. That's why, I bought 6, because I'm gonna plan to do more around the garage after this. But for this project alone, 3. I guess for this length, this is 5 feet right here. Yeah, 5 feet. Ideally, you should get 3 vertical brackets to support the weight, which we have right here, 3. If it's a little bit shorter, you only need 2 and 1 top bracket. And do however wide you want it. On the last shelf, I'm gonna slide further to the right just because I don't want it to interfere with the doorway. If I were to do it all the way, see that? Yeah, see how it interferes with the doorway? I don't want that. So I'm gonna push it toward this way a little bit. Perfect. Maybe this one I should push toward this way a little bit because I don't want people to come out from this door and hit their head right here. So I'm gonna shift it toward the right a little bit. All right, so as far as the shelf is done, and now we're gonna just load it up. See right there? This is the shelf we just have installed. This is the whole mess right here. Before I go on the shelf, it makes a big difference. Just like before, over there, it used to be all congested up, no space to walk after I install it. It's a lot better. Now we're gonna put the ski boots, food supply, anything pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So again, before, after, you're gonna see a little bit. Noodle, all the light stuff you put up top. Propane gas. See, this thing will make everything easier to see, easier to access. A lot of time we have a lot of stuff we don't even know it's there. We never use it. It get expired. So this help it organize. Very easy to access. Very good visually. See all the heavy stuff, leave it toward the stud, which is the middle, because you don't want the heavy stuff to be at the edge where it's putting a lot of weight onto the non-stud bracket and at the edge when it's gonna make this thing bend. Bowls, same thing, plenty of space. Anything really. Pottery, eggs. See that? I'm not even done yet and already it make a big difference. Free up all the space. Jello, pepper, more Jello. More supplies. All right, I mean, I'm not done yet, but you get the point. It already made a big difference. So before I wrap up the show, I mean, I'm gonna continue loading the rest of the rack up, but like I said, you get the point. I'm gonna show you guys real quick before I actually end the video. See that? Remember earlier, all the mess, I mean, this is all gonna be gone. I have more bracket below on the below level. I'm gonna clear this out. So all the tools gonna be gone. I mean, this was the tool we need to build this shelf. But the mess here is gone. The mess here is gone. Now we actually have a pathway so we can walk on it. I'm gonna maybe build some more rack around that wall right there so I can rack up all the skis and all the boots that you see right there. But this is what it looks like. This is the extra bracket. But that's what it looks like. See that? That wasn't there before. All the stuff is on the wall now. It all used to be on the floor, on the deck. See how neat it is? But pretty much that's it. I mean, I can put all this stuff on the shelf, everything, so it will look very neat. All right, so I'm gonna continue to do that. So I'm gonna continue to clean up all the mess, fill up the rack. If I end up catching another footage at the end, toward the end, I will include in the video. But this is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hope this video have been enjoyable. I hope you learned a thing or two. Very simple, but major upgrade. Once again, very good life value. Very affordable, very easy to install, especially how they make this product now, or the supply that you need to build a shelf. Very easy. It just pretty much, once you finish that first step, the rest is just like connecting the dot, which is installing that horizontal bar to the stud, which is also very easy. You just need a stud finder, find the stud, screw the first screw in, lay the level on top, and then level it out, and then put the rest of the screw on, which is maybe 1 or 2 more screws. And then the rest, like I said, just connecting the dot, put the vertical bracket on, and then put the single bracket on, and then rest this on top, and that's it. But see how much of an upgrade it have done. Everything used to be on the ground, no space to walk. Now it's all up on the wall, very neat, very easy visual, easy to find. Wasabi, all the condiments, canned goods, supplies, cup, propane, instant noodle, very, very easy. And on top of that, free up more space, easy, clear the pathway. And that's it, guys. Once again, thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Peace out.